have to create the new file from file, new file. And for example, I'm going to use A4 format, millimeters, for my good work. And this is the background where I'm going to create my pattern. But before to create the pattern, you need to create segment which you are going to use for making the pattern. For that, we are going again to search some interesting elements from Kyrgyz traditional graphics, and use some other features from Illustrator to make this pattern. So let's use Kyrgyz graphic ornaments. So you see, it's provided a lot of different interesting elements which you can even start working and use for your work. So you can find, but please find not very complicated. I don't need. I'm not asking you to use very complicated shape, but you can find them several to combine them and make any segment which you are going to use for your pattern. For example, I like these options. I will copy them, and even that black one, no worries. You can even recolor it in any color. So place it here, and because it's an image, you need to convert them into the vector. To convert into the vector, I need to use image trace. If you click image trace, it will exactly trace your image into the vector, but it's still image because it's locked. For open it, you need to click expand. Now it's expand the image by the several objects, but it's still grouped. For ungroup, you need to use right mouse button and click ungroup. Now you can delete anything what you don't need it. Or I need several times ungroup, sorry. Sometimes it's needed several times if it's deleted everything. So it means until you see the group options. Yeah, so now it's absolutely ungrouped. Now you can, wait, why it's like this? Let me one more time. Okay, I got it. So yeah, so you see, if you can see the white color which you needed to delete, you can start moving into the gray options, and now you see how you can even remove everything what you don't need to use here now. The last one, I don't need it at all. So this is elements. Now they are independent, absolute elements. You see, absolutely independent. And now you can start making your segment for future work via pattern. For example, I would like to make the square. I'm going to use this element. And this element I'm going to copy 3 times more and place them in the options to create the square. Like this. I hold shift to easily rotate my objects. Now I have this kind of segment, and then I need to make something interesting inside of my element for my work. So let's use other options to make this ability to work. So for example, you see here part also become not provided good, I mean some empty space. So for that it's better to use maybe some element which you can rotate by 45 degree and place it here. This is help you to close. Even you can make smaller. Shift Alt can make your image smaller and place it here. So for example this one, then rotate 180 degree on another position, place it here for example. Then you can even select both of them, make it copy and rotate by 90 degrees and place it in another position here. This helps you to organize your corners. Yeah, now I have this kind of option. And then, for example, I also would like to make interesting design inside So for example, I'm going to use these options, place it in the middle, copy them, rotate, or even reflect. It's up to you what kind of way you're going to select here. And from the other sides, even I can also add some options. For example, I can move it here like this, yeah, to make selection also. For example, I'm going to place that one in the center and make the square. So let's just make a square which I can use, then copy one more time and rotate by 90 degrees like this. Okay, so maybe that's a bit too much. I will use it like this. Yeah, it looks interesting. So I'm going to use these kind of options, no more, because otherwise it will maybe provide some difficulties. And also you can even make it bigger, yeah, just to took the whole spaces. Now you can make it group, because when you start working with them, that probably provides some difficulties. And you can even recolor it. So for example, I would like to use these options on the square, which is, for example, red one, going down. Then I need the space which is took, yeah, like this. Now I also can align them in the middle, just to make the right distance between the parts. And for example, that options could be white or could be yellow, yeah, which is also represent the color of your culture. So that will be my segment, and I need to copy now segment which is prepared, make it copy, Ctrl C, go to the object, use pattern, make, and you see it's created the pattern which is show you the repeated options of your work. Even you can make the bigger frame around your segment. For example, I need to make more space around here. For that, I can select this button, which is a pattern frame, and make it the square a bit bigger. So via maybe Alt, you see it's disappeared, but because I make it bigger, the frame, it's collect some space, yeah, empty space of my work. And if, for example, I need now to make to hide this space, I need to select my red square and also make it bigger till the frame which I created. So just let me, this is big one, so that should be exactly by the frame which I created here. So just to hide, yeah, all the parts which is disappeared, even that should be like this, yeah. So you see now it's going out and make the bigger space between my elements. So then if I like it, I can click done. I don't need anymore use my ornament, but you can keep it there for seeing how it works. Then you have to select rectangle and cover it, first of all, your space, and then provide your pattern. You see the pattern is quite big one. If you like to make it smaller, just to provide several segments of your pattern, you need to make scaling of the pattern. How it's possible to organize? We have this tool which is called scale tool, remember, yeah? If you click twice on this tool, you see my pattern now, it's not locked, so it's not frozen in my pattern. So it means that I can even open it more visibility of my pattern. If I will start making the big size by proportionally, yes, so it means that you need to hold shift to proportionally start making resize of your object, even for example like this, yeah. You can even start moving your rectangle. You see it's disappeared or provided good visibility of your pattern. For example, I like this combination because it's from the different sides have the same cut of my pattern, and when you're ready to to freeze your pattern, you have to keep this rectangle, then again click twice on your scale tool and click transform pattern and OK. And now if you move your rectangle, you see it's kept your pattern inside, even if you start making smaller your rectangle. And this is helps you to appear the pattern which you are going to use on your design. So this is the way how you can create your own pattern. If you need to make any background, any ornamental line or any other complicated shapes for your design. Even you can change the pattern if you don't like the appearance. For example, you can click twice on the pattern and start working with that options. For example, I don't like it this combination. I would like to make some asymmetry of that work. You can start working, for example, and move some elements inside of the pattern like this to make, for example, some changes, yeah, or on your design. For example, here like this. Here you decided to move on another position like this, for example. But you see, when you move it in that position, it's some element disappeared from your options. So the element, because I use my background options, yeah, and this is probably provide some difficulties of the work. Even I can move it this one here, so that will immediately start changing your pattern. You see now it's changing, and this is how we can organize the options to make interesting combination of the elements on our design. Even I can delete some parts which I don't need it, for example, for my design. Yes, so for example, I decided to make this kind of combination. That should be a bit down, yeah, on the options. That also should be a bit down, like this. And you see now it's again start moving and start changing the position of the elements here. So I change my pattern, and then I can click done, and you see it's immediately change my appearance of the pattern, and now it's another options to work with the elements. So this is my second explanation. So your task number 5, it's create some pattern using the traditional Kyrgyz cultural graphics, and provide your own example of this pattern. You can also select any color which you like. It's not mandatory to use exactly color which I explain on my options. Even you can provide the black and white pattern. It's up to you, or any one color which you're going to use. Again, you don't need exactly to use the background, so you can even create on the white background your pattern and provide to me to see how it works. Okay. So any questions for second part of my explanation? If not, so you know everything. No, you don't need to use the big size, but I showed you the small one. So even you can make it smaller. So for example, if I would like to make smaller, I need to unfreeze my pattern again, make the scaling, so make it bigger, and then if you freeze again your pattern and moving back proportionally, you even collect your smaller pattern. So you see it's ready way of working with graphics. To ungroup image, you can use right mouse button and find ungroup, or even shortcut combination Shift Ctrl G. So shortcuts to group object, it's a Ctrl G. Ungroup, it's Shift Ctrl G. I can type here. So group, it's a Ctrl plus G, and ungroup, Shift plus Ctrl plus G. You're welcome. Okay, any more questions? If no any questions, lesson is over. I explained everything what you need to know to finalize your task. Please try to follow deadlines. That's why I simplified these tasks. Just get your ability to finish everything and not miss the opportunity to get the points. So task number 4, it's only one poster which is show me the way of making collage via images which is represent the cultural patterns, traditional patterns, and the tags see your history, respective history. And task number 5, it's the task which is how show me the way how you can create your own pattern using some Kyrgyz graphics from culture. Thank you for attending the lesson, and see you. All the videos I will now upload it to the YouTube, and I think in 1 hour they are going to be available. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.